Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the Finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster intact, and they have to stay injury-free, Ernie.
Do you think the best player on the planet has to let people know he's the best player on the planet? I knew he was the best player.
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all enjoying Minnesota.
And a look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. The Thunder made a special trip here for one game, back in Oklahoma City for the next one. Welcome. Then for the Thunder, Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Durant. Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So for Oklahoma City right now, down low it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Payne out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Henderson in at the 3 slot.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Inside, Adams. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. There's a minute 47 left in the first. They set the screen. Outside jumper. He feeds it to Fry. Just 5 to shoot. Gets a very good look and converts. Fry's got his second basket of the night. The Thunder leading by 3. Payne with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Mozgov grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stolen by Waiters. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Payne passes to Adams, and he jams it with authority.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
For 3, Fry, and that one's good. Fry's got 7 points in the game. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now here's Waiters. Feeds to Payne. From past the arc. And that. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games.
In my opinion, of course, just in my opinion, you can never practice enough.
You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance? Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Oklahoma City, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Durant. Henderson comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Payne in for Andre Robertson. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Payne out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Henderson in at the 3, the small forward. Freak kicks to Mozgov. Picked by Mozgov. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And that one's good. Shumpert.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside Westbrook. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Dellavedova. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shumpert, no good. 1:02 left in the first half. Kicks it to Kanter. Ibaka sets the pick for Henderson. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Henderson. Kanter's got his first points of the night.
And that was a strong pick. Ammonia strong by Ibaka.
And that one's good. Free.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up. Challenge the defense.
Now the pass to Henderson. To the right side. Westbrook wide open. He fires. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
For Cleveland, they have been 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. There's a screen by Kanter. Payne can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Now here's Freak. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Kanter checked in for Adams. Henderson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Fleming in at point guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Frye in at the center filling out the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Henderson uses both hands to slam it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Payne kicks to Durant. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Dellavedova. Henderson defending. The tray. Another three for Cleveland.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Payne kicks to Kanter. They set the pick. Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. That's good. Durant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Dellavedova. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Love checked in for Cleveland. Up against Durant, just 5 on the clock. Cantor's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. There's the pick. Dellavedova kicks to Freak. Shoots. Henderson pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Durant. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now an 8-point Oklahoma City lead. And here's Freak. Shot from the top of the key. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Shot. And the final period of play just about to start. It's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Cantor's checked in. Here's Oklahoma City. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Cantor in at the center position. Shot clock at 5. Here's Roberson. Gets the 3 to fall.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
From deep. J.R. Smith on the wing. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one.
Well, Kevin,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
He shot over 50% from the field.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won a three-point contest,
Yeah.
so no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the last couple of seasons. Now he's quick to get off his shot off the dribble, which is different from most three-point shooters. That's why some people don't really recognize.
It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. With the Denver Nuggets, they won their last contest, that game against the Wizards. And just one look at the score. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Wilson Chandler. Ryan Hollins is out there with Johnson. Then it's Moutier, and it's Barton in at the 2. Fry, good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Kicks to Barton, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Chandler with the steal. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Chandler a screen. Here's the screen. Barton kicks to Chandler. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. 8th in second chance points. 9th in free throw percentage. And they were in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. I think that speaks to the fact that this team aggressively goes after the basketball at every position.
Yeah, but you mentioned the second chance points. I mean, you love that determination, and really they just give great effort on every play, always in hustle mode.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make second, third, and fourth efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the report, and Coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo, and I think that is a good game plan.
That's the only plan, really, Greg. And Kevin, I mean, they cannot allow that offense to run wild. This game has to be played on their terms.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5. And Fry kicks to Dellavedova. Here's Shumpert. No good off the front iron. The Nuggets trail by 3. Barton passes to Moutier. On the wing, Chandler. Here's the teardrop. Second chance shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Hit. Shooting one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him. And it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line.
That is good.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Moutier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland, and we'll get the second quarter up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girl.
Up to this point, a closely contested. The Nuggets trail. Fleming, he's in at point guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Mozgov, and it's Dellavedova in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Here's the screen. Frye dishes to Shumpert. Freak sets a screen for Shumpert. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Wilson Chandler.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
That ties it up. Chandler's got 5.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Freak kicks to Shumpert. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Now the feed to Frye. Cleveland moving the ball around. The 3. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Harris outside. Passes it to Moutier. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Johnson the screen. Moutier pass to Johnson. Cavaliers with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And, you know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
From 13, Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
From the arc. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, a great first half performance where you made tons of contributions. How does...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Checked in for Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Denver, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Reed. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And it's Will Barton in for Moutier. So on the floor for Denver Johnson. Then it's Wilson Chandler. The Nuggets trail by 9. Now here is Harris. He's got 11. Pass to Jokic. They set the pick. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Love. Inside. It's stolen. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Barton passes to Jokic, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Pass to Dellavedova. James left side. Lock at 6. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. James has got 5. Points so far.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Chandler with the screen on Love. Here's Barton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Nuggets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That free throw good from Barton. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so he hits both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw down.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Chandler outside. From 10 feet out. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Barton kicks to Chandler. 11 feet away. Can't get it to go.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for Irving. Denver making a switch here. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Fleming in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
At the line for your Cavaliers, LeBron James. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Nuggets making a change here. Fareed is checked in. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. Despite the deficit, he told his guys, I've got confidence in you. We've had our backs against the wall before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, can they retake the lead?
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Love. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. It's the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's perfect from the line this time.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Moutier. Cavaliers with the rebound, and now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
J.R. Smith. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
He feeds it to Harris. There's the 3. No good.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Kevin Love. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille